Barakta Yahweh, Barakta Yahweh Shai, Barakta Yahweh, Barakta Yahweh Shai, Call Halayim La, Alahayanawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Makakadash. Give honor to the apostles of the great millstone, the leaders of Israel. Peace and blessings to the elect. So-called Jesus Christ, alright, he's going to come back and put you Edomites, you so-called white people, into slavery. Alright, and he's going to kill majority of you Edomites, and the remnant are going into slavery. Alright, and that's thus said the Bible. Alright, thus said Yahweh Basham Shai. Alright. Alright, so with that, I'm going to go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 34. Salaki. First, I'm going to read the Zonovan Bible Dictionary. Alright. And go to the word Edom. Alright, which represents you so-called white people today. Alright, your biblical name is Edom. Alright. Meaning red. Alright. This is written by biblical scholars. Alright. Alright, it says Edom, figuratively, pronominally in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments. See notably Isaiah 34 and 5 and 6, and Isaiah 63 and 1. It says she is the only neighbor of the Israelites who is not giving any promise of mercy from Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. It says God. So hey, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, he's coming back to he's coming back for vengeance for you Edomites, man. Alright, what you done to the Israelites. Alright, what you done to the apple of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is eye. Alright? This is Isaiah 34 and 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Alright, upon the people of his curse, man. Alright, you Edomites are cursed, man. You got that pigment, you got the white skin, alright. Your forefather, alright, Cain in the reincarnation being Esau, alright. Or I should say Esau in the reincarnation being Cain. Well, either way, Cain, he was marked with that leprosy, man. Alright? He was marked with leprosy in the beginning in Genesis. Alright? So you people are cursed. Alright? Verse 6 says, the sword of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidney of rams. For Yahweh hath a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Alright, he's gonna have a great slaughter, Yahweh Shai, when he makes his return, man. Alright, he's gonna put that anger. Yahweh Shai, he's gonna wreak havoc on the Edomites, and he's gonna Yahweh Shai is gonna put that anger that he has in the Israelites. Alright, and we're gonna destroy you Edomites, man. Okay? Alright, that's in Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it. And I will lay it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. And they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance. Saith Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Alright, you Edomites, you're going to know the vengeance of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Alright, he's going to, that wrath, that anger, is going to be great. Alright? Yo, Job. I was reading the book of Job earlier. Job going in on you Edomites, man. Alright, the wicked. Alright, let me just prove that real quick. Malachi chapter 1 and verse 1. It says, the burden of the word of Yahweh to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith Yahweh. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith Yahweh? Yet I loved Jacob. And I hated Esau. Alright, you Edomites, man. Your forefather is Esau. Alright? And our forefather is Jacob, the Israelites, you so-called black Spaniards and Native Americans, as well as you confuse your faces that bear witness with the scripture, with the truth of the scriptures. Alright? It says, verse 3, it says, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build desolate places. Thus said Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, the people against whom the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua hath indignation forever. Whew. The water Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. You Edomites, you know, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he has indignation for you forever, man. Alright? You know, and what sparked this lesson is that I had this, I believe it was an Edomite, you know, it doesn't show his face, part of the scoffer. Alright, this Edomite, you know, he commented on one of my videos about that police shooting, saying the lady, she was being aggressive, taking the gun from the police officer, resisting arrest. Alright, and he said, good job by that police officer, way to kill her. Alright, you know, and that just sparked me, you know, hey, vengeance is coming for you Edomites, man. Alright, for the violence that you've done to your brother Jacob, man. And Jacob is, once again, you Israelites, so-called black Spaniards and Native Americans. Alright? You know, the Lord, he has indignation towards these Edomites forever. Alright? It's going to go for forever and ever, man. You know, a long duration. You know, that's why after 1,000 years in the kingdom, man, Edomites going to be cut off forever, man. We'll never see a so-called white person again with our eyes, man. Alright? You know, so I just proved that the wicked is Esau. You know, it says they shall build, but I will throw down. You know, they built back up, you know, Rome in the reincarnation. Rome, Sodom and Gomorrah too, but they built back up Rome, man. Alright, they got the eagle as their American symbol. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to just read verse 5. It says, and your eyes shall see, and ye shall say, Yahweh will magnify from the border of Israel. Alright, you know, you guys, you're gonna see your destruction. Alright, and that was said in the book of Job too.
Something's happened to me.
It's the book of Job.
It scares me. It feels good.
This book of Job, chapter. Yeah, this is the book of Job, chapter 21, and I'm going to start at verse 11. They send forth their little ones like a flock, and their children dance. They take the timbrel and harp, and rejoice at the sound of the organ. They spend their days in wealth, and in a moment go down to the grave. Therefore, they say unto Yahweh depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. What is the Almighty that we should serve him? It says, what is the Almighty that we should serve him? And what profit should we have if we pray unto him? Lo, their good is not in their hand. The counsel of the wicked is far from me. But let me go to verse 14 again. It says, therefore they say unto Yahweh depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. what is the Almighty that we should serve Him? And what prophet should we have that we pray unto Him? That's what the Edomites say, man. You so-called white people, you don't believe in our power, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, all right, the power of Israel. All right, you don't appreciate what Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has done for you, man. All right, he gave you guys riches, but you don't want to give Him praise. All right. You don't want to pray to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You don't want nothing to do with Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And that's how the Lord programs you. Alright? Sloppy, let me tell you this, man. That's how the Lord programs you guys, man. Alright, He programmed you to be destroyed and to be rebellious. Alright? It says, lo, their good is not in their hand. Their good is not in their hand. The counsel of the wicked is far from you. How often is the candle of the wicked put out? And how often cometh their destruction upon them? Yahweh Hashem Yahushua distributeth sorrows in His anger. They are stubble before the wind, and as a shaft that the storm carried away. All right, you people gonna be blown away, man. All right, with ease. All right, and I wanted to get in that. Yeah, I'm gonna read down to verse 20. Job 21:19 it says, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua layeth up His iniquity for His children. He rewardeth him, and he shall know it. All right, they're gonna have to. Their forefathers, man. All right, the children of the Edomites of Esau today. All right, they're gonna have to pay for what their forefathers did. All right, and it says, verse 20 says, His eyes shall see His destruction, and He shall drink of the wrath of the Almighty. That was a point right there, man. All right, you Edomites, you're going to see your destruction. All right, you're going to see your destruction because it's going to happen in this lifetime. All right, Lord willing, this year. All right, but it's going to come in this generation, man. All right, because in this generation, the Israelites are waking up. All right, the Israelites are waking up. We're coming back to our true nationality. All right. And judgment is coming upon you Edomites, all right? Because prophecies are coming to pass, all right? You got the mark of the beast is being promoted daily, all right? You got movies that's showing prophecies, all right? You got concentration camps in the movies, all right? Just the other day, Walmart shut down. I don't know if it was worldwide, but I saw on the internet, a guy in Missouri, he said the same thing that I was telling the brothers. He was saying that the debit and credit card machines was all shut down, man. All right, and that happened here in West Palm Beach, Florida, man. All right, so hey, prophecies are coming to pass. All right, because it says in Habakkuk, that vision, man, is set for a appointed time. Though it tarry, it will not tarry, man. It will surely come. All right, roughly paraphrasing. Okay. And yeah, I believe that's all I wanted out of that. I'm going to just read this. This is Book of Job, chapter 27, verse 12. It says, Behold, all ye yourselves have seen it. Why then are ye thus altogether vain? This is the portion of a wicked man with the Most High, and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. All right, you children. The children of the Edomites, man, you guys are multiplying, just for the sword, all right, just to be destroyed by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man, all right. I wanted to get one more. Yeah, I'm gonna get this out of the Apocrypha. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 33 and verse 10. And all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth. And much knowledge the Lord hath divided them, and made their ways diverse. Some of them hath he blessed and exalted, and some of them has he sanctified and set near himself. All right, that's the Israelites, man. All right, but some of them hath he cursed and brought low and turned out of their places. All right, that's you heathen nations. All right, but I'm specifically talking about you so-called white people, man. All right, you are going down. All right, as long as you Ammonites, all right, you Ammonites are going down. You know, it prophesies you in the book of Amos. All right, the first chapter in the 12th verse. You so-called Japanese, you Chinese, you're going down. All right, you so-called Africans, you're going down by the sword, by the hands of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, who else? You Arabs, you're going down by the hands of Yahweh Shem Yahushua and all righteousness. All right, and verse 13 it says, "As the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him to render them as liketh him best. Good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly, man." You know, just like in these movies, man, you got the good guy, you got the bad guy. You know, where they get that idea from the Holy Scriptures, man. All right, because Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he set the Israelites as the good people, all right, and he set you heathen nations as the bad people, all right. You know, and we even got the bad. Well, they're just wicked right now, but 2/3 of our people, they're part of the heathen nations. You know, spiritually, all right. You know, it's only that elect, that 144K, and the 1/3, all right, of Israel that's gonna. Those are the goods right now, all right. But in the kingdom, all Israel is going to be good. All right, so good is set against evil. You know, and it's verse 13. It says, "As the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion at his pleasures, so is man in the hand of him that made him to render to them as liketh them best." You know, so it's just like you can make something that you can make like if you're making clay. All right, you're gonna make something. Oh, I'm gonna make this one my best one. All right, but some of them you ain't make it that good. You know, that's how the Heavenly Father, that's how he made these nations, man. All right, the Israelites are the top notch. All right, the apple of his eye. All these other heathen nations are like dust on the ballots, man. All right, you're counting as less than nothing. All right. In verse 15, let me close out with this. "So look